Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Look, we need to talk about what is happening right now in the 2026 T20 World Cup. Honestly, my brain is kind of fried just trying to keep up with the scores. We always say, oh, T20 is a lottery, or anyone can win on their day. But man, this year, feels like the big boys didn't just lose the lottery. They lost the whole house. If you haven't been following, first off, where have you been? But seriously, we are seeing a complete shift in the power dynamic. The gap between the giants and the so-called minnows. It's not just closing, it's basically gone. Today, I want to dive into why the 2026 World Cup is officially the year of the upset. And look at some of these matches that have, completely ruined everyone's betting slips. So let's start with the match that really set the tone. Group C, England versus Nepal. Now on paper, right, this should be a blowout. You've got the defending champions, the powerhouse, against a Nepal team that they have the heart, they have the fans, but they don't have the resources, right? But then the game starts, and you see England struggling to breathe. Nepal almost chased down 185. I mean, think about that. They fell short by just 4 runs. 4 runs. You could see it on Joe Butler's face in the post-match. He looked like he'd just seen a ghost. And honestly, he had. He saw a future where England doesn't just walk over these teams anymore. It was a massive wake-up call. It's like, hey, if you're not at 100%, these guys are going to eat you alive. And it wasn't just a fluke, you know? The discipline in the bowling, the way they fielded, it was professional. Now we have to talk about Pakistan. Oh boy, Pakistan fans, I'm sorry. I know it's been a rough couple of years. It's ever since that Dallas upset in 2024, where the USA basically broke the internet. Pakistan has been playing with this. I don't know. This fear of the underdog. In this tournament, we saw them nearly trip over their own shoelaces against the Netherlands. The Netherlands. They had Pakistan reeling. They needed like $30 off the last 2 overs. And if it wasn't T for a dropped catch, we'd be talking about another total collapse. The point is, teams like the USA and the Netherlands aren't scared of the green jersey anymore. They see the name Pakistan or Sri Lanka, and they do unthinko. We hope we don't lose too badly. They think if we squeeze them in the power play, they might just implode. And more often than not lately, they're right. So why? Why is 2026 the year where everything flipped? I think there are a few reasons. First, the leagues. You've got guys from Nepal, Oman, and the UAE playing in the ILT20, the MLC in America. Even the CPL, they're sharing dressing rooms with Virat Kohli and Rashid Khan. The aura is gone. When you've shared a coffee with a superstar, you're not scared to bowl a bouncer at him the next week. Second, and this is a big one, the conditions. Hosting in India and Sri Lanka, it's a leveler. If the pitch is turning, or if it's a bit sluggish, the power hitters can't just muscle their way out of trouble. It becomes a game of, smarts, skill, and man, the associate nations have been studying. They aren't just happy to be here anymore. They're here to take your spot in the Super 8s. So, where does this leave us? Well, the Super 8s are looking weird. Very weird. We re-seeing traditional giants fighting for their lives while teams like Scotland, who replaced Bangladesh this year, are out here playing like they've got nothing to lose. I think the message to the Big 3, or Big 6, or whatever you want to call them, is clear. The world is catching up. Fast. If you think you can just talent your way past a disciplined UAE or a fired-up Namibia, you're going to be on a flight home before the semifinals. Anyway, what do you guys think? Is this good for cricket? I mean, personally, I love it. Give me a chaotic World Cup over a predictable one any day, MH. Let me know in the comments who you think is the next giant to fall. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this little rant. I'll be back tomorrow to break down the India versus Namibia clash, and let's be real, after what we've seen, anything could happen. Catch you in the next one. Peace.